Hey guys, welcome back to Ajay's Aqua World. As you must have seen in my previous video, you must have seen that we have already set up the hardscape of the tank. Now I'm sitting right in front of the tank, so I'm shooting it like, let's say I thought like I'll just give it a YouTube perspective, try all the ring lights, give it all that jazz. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I really hope that you guys can give me a good feedback, some pointers and tips on how to make videos much better in the future. So we had a lot of delay that we faced during the course of this time. Like this project has already taken 6 months because of the scarcity of all the resources, like starting from the substrates, the sand, building the tank, getting the right silicone, whatnot. I faced a lot of hurdles. This is the first biggest tank that I personally built. So I always used to have this 1.5 meter tanks, 1 meter tanks and all those things, but this is the first time I'm building something this big, and that too planted aquarium. Okay, so I'm in the past 20 years of fish keeping, all kinds of fish have been bred and kept as pets and all these things. So now when I'm venturing into this planted aquarium thing, I wanted to be very specific on what kind of plants I want. I wanted something less maintenance, a group of plants that's less CO2 but yet not very common, or not too obvious, with some guppy grass or stuff like that. Who knows, guppy grass might land up in this tank, but as of now, nope. So I wanted to go with some good plants that has some effect on theme and perspective. So I have a list of plants that I wanted to do with. So on the screen you can see the list of plants I have used for this particular tank. It was a lot of difficulty getting these plants because nobody had them. There was no stock in the country also, and I had to bring them back. From different suppliers, right? So there was a very wonderful supply in Ajman, namely Ajman Aquarium, to be very specific. So these guys were very wonderful, and they were able to send me a very good shipment and with all the plants that I wanted. There were some delays in the shipment, but somehow we managed to get it into this country, and it's been quite a ride, I would say. It has been a very nerve-wracking journey, because the thing is I was very scared if the plants is going to rot, or am I going to get all the plants, but 95% of the plants had no issues. Okay, in fact those guys were kind enough to toss in a few Java phones also for me. So yeah, here's the list of the beautiful plants I've got from Ajman Aquarium. These guys were wonderful, and these are the plants I've used for my planted tank. Apart from that, a local guy here was able to help me with 2 tiger lilies. Tiger Lotus, you call it Tiger Lily, I don't care, as long as you guys get the point, right? Red Tiger Lotus, or Red Tiger Lily as you call it. So yeah, I got 2 small babies of that, so that's also gone into the tank. And stay tuned guys and enjoy the show. Let me know your comments, like, share and subscribe guys. After a miserable wait, finally the plants have arrived from Dubai. So we are just unpacking it. We are not going to waste any time, and we are just going to clean it up and then straight away get the planting done. So stay tuned guys, more to come. So finally, after what seems to be around 9 hours, finally we completed the planting, right? So I filled in the water up to almost full. Yeah, I will be filling in more water, but yeah, yes, we took a lot of time to plant such a big area. As you can see, it looks fantastic after planting. The plants are like almost going to die literally because of the delay, but yeah, so finally they started standing up. They were all fallen to the ground. Finally they're standing up. It's looking really nice. It's just a matter of days, so I'll keep up my filter. As you can see, we ran into a small hiccup. If you can see these small white dots over the leaves and all those things, it is unfortunately my cecum purigen which started seeping through my canister filter. Right, so the so-called micro mesh was not able to contain it, and the force of the canister filter was a little too much. So I'll be removing that purigen from the filter for the time being till I get a more refined mesh. As you can see, the entire substrate and the leaves and stuff like that, you can see the purigen, right? So it's not a big problem. So anyways, it's just a filter media. So once I take care of it, it will be much better. So today I'll be finishing this filters and replacing the purigen with matrix for the time being, and like after 2 months, once based on the capacity and based on the condition of the aquarium, I'll be putting back in the purigen. For the timing, I'll remove it till I get a much more refined mesh to contain the purigen, because it is really fine. So it's coming through the mesh even though it is micro mesh, right? So I'll keep you guys posted based on how it develops first, right?